Hey guys, my name is Calvin. 9 weeks ago, I bought this abandoned duplex and I'm on a mission to rebuild it into a fourplex. Last week, I cut through the bricks to add a new doorway. My mason came and did some work rebuilding the brick wall, and I finished framing the 2 units upstairs. This week, I rebuild the staircase, finally get around to spraying and cleaning all the mold, and start framing the 2 downstairs units.
Well, I just came downstairs, and it looks like we've got a water leak here in the basement, so I'm hoping I can turn it off on that tap there, and it's not below that, but we will see.
Day 48 was kind of all over the place, so I figured I'd do a voiceover here and explain some of these clips. So started off, when I got to the house, I noticed the sound of water in the basement. And when I went downstairs, just because of the cold, one of the solder joints had cracked and come apart. And as you can see here, water was spraying into the basement. So it was pretty easy. I just shut off the water and later replaced that 90 just with a shark bite fitting. Then my mason showed up and he mixed up a batch of mortar and started working on the doorway, that doorway that we cut last week, just securing the bricks above the steel beam. Then I decided to take off the stairs. I did that for 2 reasons. One, the stairs were leaning in, they were not level, and I also wanted to put a continuous vapor barrier on all the exterior walls. And so I figured now was a good time to take off the stairs. I took it off. I actually beefed up the stair stringers a little bit just by adding some 3/4 inch OSB. And then I re-secured everything back to the wall, making sure the stairs were nice and level.
So yesterday, I did a little bit of work on the stairs. You can see, I'll walk down them actually. I've got a vapor barrier now on the side of the stairs. And then I also added some OSB to the stair stringers, and that's just because they're starting to crack in some spots, and so I figured I would just give it a little bit more reinforcement. When I was doing the work, the bottom step, which is actually right there, which has a big notch on it as well. But anyway, that bottom step came off, so I'm going to frame and put in that bottom step. And also I got a few more 2x6x10s, and that's because working my way into what will eventually be a bathroom, I put this doorway in the wrong spot, or where I thought it was going to be is I had to shift over everything a little bit. So this doorway I'm going to have to move over probably about 10 inches. And that's just so I have enough room for the shower to be here under the stairs. And I want to move it over this way because if it's too close to here, you're going to be in the shower and have like a sloped wall. So I move it a little bit over, the edge of the shower can be here, and it'll just feel a lot more spacious inside.
Good morning. Well, today is a very exciting day because it is +7 degrees out, which is not typical for this time of year. So I'm going to start today by doing something I've kind of been putting off for a while, and that involves getting back on my white meth suit and respirator and some pretty harsh chemicals. I got one product which I spray on and it basically kills the mold and pulls it out of the wood. Then once that's dried, I can brush off the mold, clean it up. And then I have a disinfectant, and both of these are industrial, mold clean or disinfectant and mold cleaning. So perfect for this job. But before I get into that, I'm gonna give you a little tour of the upstairs because we're pretty much done framing up here. I still have a little bit of blocking to do, but you get a sense for the layout. So come, I'll show you.
All right, so coming up the stairs here, we have the back unit. So here's the entryway door. Again, 34-inch, nice wide access to the unit. The first room in here is a bedroom. So it's got a nice window and everything up here has 9.5-foot ceiling, so nice and spacious. Then into here, we'll have a laundry machine here, a stacked unit. And then this opens up into kind of like the living room, kitchen area. So along that back wall is where the kitchen will be. There might be a small island right about there. I'm not sure yet. You'll have a balcony here that you can walk out, and there'll be stairs on the side for a fire escape. Again, we're replacing that door as we are with all the windows and doors. And then in here is the bathroom. So right here we'll have our tub. And then over here we'll have the toilet, and then vanity right here. So that's the bathroom. And then the second bedroom is right back here. It's a nice big bedroom. And once we get, both of those windows and all of these windows in, it's gonna let in a lot of light. And my favorite part about this room is in the evening, you have like this beautiful sunset over there. So very excited for this room to be opened up. And then the other unit is right here. And one thing I did change was on this landing, when you come up the stairs, I was thinking like if you have to bring, for example, a couch up the stairs and then you're trying to get into this unit here, I wanted a little bit of space because originally I was gonna have this door right here, and then the other door right there, just like it was before when I bought the place. Actually, no, the other door was like right here. So it was literally like door here, and it was a little square landing. So I made this bigger in the hopes that if you bring a large piece of furniture up, you can go like this and then go into the unit, and that'll just make moving things much easier. So if you remember, I was running into some problems with spacing. So you'll notice that this wall is kind of built weird. I have the 2x4s oriented a different direction. And that's because, again, I wanted a 34-inch entryway door. So this is a 36, from here to here is 36 inches. So that's the rough opening I need for a 34-inch door. And that just means it'll kind of be like on the side flush almost with the drywall. We'll find a way to make it look nice, but I think that's more important, like having a wide entryway than, maybe having some trim around the door. And then I've also used a 2x10 board here instead of a 2x4 because the door is going to hinge on this, and I wanted something nice and beefy, nice and strong, so that the door is solid. So I decided to use a 2x10. I have it obviously tied across to my load-bearing wall here, as well as in the ceiling I have it tied in, so it's nice and secure. Anyway, for this unit you walk in, and it's kind of nice open concept. You have the little kitchen area over there. All this will be living space. The nice thing about this one is, again, it has a front deck here. We have a bathroom here, exact same size as the other one. So we'll have, again, shower here, the floating vanity here, and then toilet right here. And then there'll be a little casement window here, which will let some light in. Then coming out of the bathroom, immediately to the left, we have the other bedroom here. So yeah, that is the upstairs.
When I look at the sun going down toward the sky, all I want is to be there. With a new state of mind, a place I've never heard of. I will walk like a nomad. I've been stuck inside my house too long. Can't stand being all alone, wasting hours on my phone. I'm ready to go now. On my way, I won't let fear hold me back. It's here to stay.
I got hot in that suit. I guess I'm wearing long johns under here. So anyway, super happy that that is done. It would have been a lot easier to do it before I put up the furring strips. I'm pretty confident I got pretty much the whole ceiling sprayed. That was the worst part. And the nice thing is once you sprayed an area, it would turn white, like really white where any mold was. So I basically just went back and forth, sprayed the entire ceiling twice. I did a second round after the first one had kind of dried. Alright, so I've just finished up the first bedroom here in the downstairs unit. You see I've got my green sono pan, then I've got a layer of furring strips, then I've got my fire rated drywall, and then the stud wall. Anyway, it's a lot of work doing all those steps, and I'd love to just cover the entire ceiling in the sono pan first, but I have to put insulation in before that. Before insulation, I have to run all my water lines and electric. So I do want to get the walls up, so that's why I'm kind of doing, you know, like a strip of the sono pan and then just a little bit of the furring strip, fire rated drywall. All right, well, I'm finally taking down this tarped off part of the house. So I have a feeling it'll come down much faster than it took to put it up. Hey guys, welcome back. Well, today's been a more of a relaxed day here. I only got on site around 12 o'clock and I basically just swept and cleaned up because I had my sisters in town, so they came to see the place. And I wanted to be a little bit cleaner, you know, less boards with nails sticking up. I'm still kind of in that cleaning mode, so instead of framing any more walls, I'm going to pop down to the basement and kind of sweep and clean all of that. I'm going to get on my respirator and get to work. All right, so just as a reminder, this is what the basement looks like. Just kind of a lot of debris and crap everywhere. Over here is a little bit worse. I'm just going to start cleaning, organizing, and see how far I get. All right, well, we've got the basement here mostly cleaned up, much more walkable. And I've kind of organized some stuff here. All right, so I'm here on the main floor. So I'm going to quickly brace this up and then basically shift this doorway over about 16 inches. All right, so I'm just putting in kind of a Jack King stud here. What I have done is I've put two together. So this is going to go up underneath and support this floor joist here. Nice and plumb. Both of these 2x4s are supporting the underside of this floor joist here. And now I can put my jack, which will then support my header across here. My neighbors just brought me a little bit of tea and gave me an old book to read, which will be very helpful for this project here. I've said this before and I'll say it again. My neighbors are awesome. And wow, look at that sunset.